Clinical trials in Australia struggle with poor recruitment, with 90% of trials failing to meet the recruitment deadlines. Clinical trial recruitment and retention are the leading reasons for a lack of enlistment. The most common reasons for a failure to recruit to clinical trials are 1. A complex study protocol deterring patients from enrolment, and 2. A lack of awareness of the trial. The Australian clinical trial sector has grown rapidly over the last decade, at roughly 5% per year. This growth rate is outpacing the US, UK, and the global average growth rate. Investment in clinical trials in Australia in 2015 was $1.1 billion, and this figure is increasing. This supported almost 7,000 highly skilled jobs. Poor recruitment will lead to a lack of competitiveness in the global clinical trials market, with reduced investment in Australia and job opportunities for Australians. Additionally, it may result in a lack of availability of medications for patients in Australia, and lost economic opportunities for local healthcare districts and private and public institutions. Consentic provides simple video consent that automates the consent process for clinical trials, thereby dramatically increasing the recruitment rate. Video animations used in clinical trials have been shown to improve patient recruitment, improve delivery of information to patients, improve patient comprehension of research study procedures and risks, improve patient engagement, and standardize the material delivered to participants. Not to mention, it better educates patients' families. Step 1. The patient selects their condition and local health district. Step 2. A list of relevant trials appears alongside a brief explainer video. This allows the patient to see an overview of the trial in an accessible format, which may reduce the barrier to enrolment. Step 3. The patient selects a trial and answers a few short questions assessing their eligibility and interest in the trial. They will be linked in to see a doctor in their local health district, who will assess them. Step 4. Following assessment by a doctor, the patient views a consent animation, informing them about the trial in simple-to-understand terms. Detailed written information is also made available to the patient. Should the patient have any questions, the clinical trial company is notified and queries are clarified. Step 5. The patient answers questions to confirm their understanding of the material presented. Step 6. The patient signs an electronic consent form and an automated alert is sent to the clinical trial company. Voila! Patient is recruited into the trial. Safe, ethical, successful. Access to clinical trials for all patients, anywhere, anytime. The broader implications of our online medical consent platform are: clinical trials are accessible to all patients, meaning there is equitable enrollment. The platform is patient-centric. All explanations are simple to understand, and the platform empowers patients to seek out trials to assess their eligibility. This results in improved recruitment. There is a robust yet simple consent process. Ultimately, there will be increased investment in clinical trials in Australia, with flow-on effects of increased employment and lower costs of drug development as patients are recruited faster to clinical trials. Improved health for Australians as a result of faster recruitment and the availability of new medications and devices being available sooner. Consentic's business model is as follows. Clinical trials pay to be registered on Consentic, and there is a fee per patient recruited. New South Wales Health benefits from increased investment in clinical trials in Australia, leading to increased jobs and economic activity. This brings revenue to hospitals and local health districts, and medications and trials to patients, making Australia outstanding in clinical trials. Consentic. Intelligent consent.